Hey Misfits! So here's what's going on today. Today I'm going to do my very first ever DIY for you, and I am making this sort of multifunctional balm. You can use this like on the ends of your hair, you can use it all over your skin, you can use it as a lip balm. You can even, depending on what you put into it as far as essential oils and fragrance and stuff, you can even use it to take off your eye makeup. So it's just kind of an all-around really great balm, and it looks really cute and it smells so good. Of course you guys can't smell it from where you are, but I can, and trust me, it smells really good. Okay, so here's the deal though. This is a little bit different today. I made this like great intro to introduce the whole thing, and I ended up scrapping it because it's my first ever DIY, and as you guys know, I'm pretty new to videoing in general, and frankly, the DIY videoing part sucks ass. I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but it does. I really didn't know what I was doing yet, and I ended up like cutting off my head, and I'm like putting things out of the frame, and I'm blocking stuff, and it sucks. So full disclosure, it just blows. I'm gonna get better, I promise. But anyway, I'm going to show it to you anyway because I only had enough stuff to make one of these, and it's really great, and I think you'll really like it. So I'm gonna show it to you anyway. But yeah, I suck. I suck. Oh, also, would like to point out to you, new little filming studio that I've created over here. It's gonna be better because I'm gonna add like curtains and, you know, frou-frou gothy stuff, and it's gonna be really great. But for now, it's just kind of a big blank gray wall with my little skull friend over here. And I am standing today because I am waist training and I can't freaking breathe when I sit down. Like, it's no good doing a video where you're like gasping for air. Leave it to me to start waist training in 90-degree weather. You girls that do this like 24/7, I got nothing but mad respect for you. I have no idea how long I'm gonna be able to keep this up, but I'm gonna give it a try. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna go on to the video. Enjoy the DIY as much as you can, ignore the crappy stuff, and I will see you on the other side. Okay guys, so here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a measuring cup to melt everything in, and then you're going to need coconut oil, and this is organic, and of course you can get this anywhere. And you're also going to need cocoa butter, and this you can get online if you can't find it anywhere near you. And the first thing you do, I've already done it here to save time, but the first thing you do is you grate about 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup of cocoa butter, just with a cheese grater, into your cup. You always want to grate a little more than you're going to need because as it melts down, it's going to be less than what it looks like in the cup. And then you put about an equal amount of the coconut oil, and in this case I used 2 big tablespoons full. Okay? And then the other thing that you're going to need is a container to put it all in. And I'm going to add a little aloe vera after it all melts down, just because my skin tends to get a little red. I have some rosacea. So you can add that or you can not, but those are the basic things that you're going to need, all right? Coconut oil and cocoa butter are very important. All right, so now we're going to move it over to the stove and melt everything. Okay, so I started the water in here heating up earlier, so it's nice and warm now. You just want to have it on like medium heat. You don't want it to be completely boiling. And then all you have to do is sort of put your little cup in there, and then I have a little wooden spoon, and we're just gonna let all of this melt down. It won't take very long, so you want to stay with it. It's already starting to melt. Now, it takes longer for the cocoa butter to melt, so even after the coconut oil is melted, you have to leave it on there until the cocoa butter has all melted down as well. Otherwise, you're going to get little white chunks in your mix, and that's not good. Okay, so now we're here, and you can see it's nice and clear. And I'm going to toss in a little bit of the aloe vera, just a splash. And then mix that up. And then we're just going to pour it into the jar. And that's that. Now we have to let that cool. Okay, so now is when you want to add your scents. You can see it's starting to get a little bit cooler, right? It's starting to turn white. You don't want to add it when it's in the pot or when it's still really hot, because the heat can degrade the quality of the scent that you're trying to add. So now I'm just going to add a little drop. This is orange because I love the smell of oranges. And a little vanilla for sweetness. I don't like my things heavily scented, so I'm just doing a drop. And this is neroli, which is another citrus smell, because my favorite smell in the whole world is orange blossoms. And then this is sandalwood, and it's just going to give it a little bit of that kind of woody, still on the tree orange blossom smell, but you don't want to use too much or it gets too spicy. So just the tiniest little bit. Yay! I feel like Julia Childs. Oh, spicy chicken! Spice the chicken! Okay, I'll stop. That was kind of creepy, right? Well, that's okay though, because we're goths and we like creepy. Ha ha ha. Now here's the other thing that I want to mention about the aloe vera that I added earlier. When you add that, right, it's a water-based, so you're gonna have to keep stirring this while it's cooling off, because as you know, oil and water don't mix very well. So unless you stir it about every 10 to 15 minutes while it's cooling, because it'll take a couple hours to cool, all the aloe vera is going to settle on the bottom, and that's not good. You don't want that. So about every 15 minutes, just give it a little stir and that'll mix it back up. And here we go. Now we just have to wait for it to cool and then we can decorate it. Yay! Okay, so here we go. It's nice and dry. You can see it doesn't come out anymore. And now we're going to decorate the jar. So what I have is I happen to have this lid that I actually got at Michael's this Halloween, and I have been waiting for a excuse to use it. So you can see it contains bat wings, newt eyes, monster mash, all this other lovely stuff that we freaky people like, right? So we're just gonna put that on there, and it fits perfect. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add a little tiny touch of hot glue, and that's gonna hold our lace on. Put the black lace there. And then we're gonna wrap that around. And I'm just gonna tie it really tight. And I'm gonna put another dab of glue right there. So that will hold where the knot is. And then the secret to tying a bow is always tie in the direction of where your top and your bottom is going. So see, now you have a nice square bow. I'm gonna make that a little smaller. It doesn't really want to go as small as I want it to. Okay. Now, where are my scissors? Here are my scissors. So we're just going to cut that. Like that. And there we go. All right, now, I have this little guy who I love. And I am going to add him right there. So, more hot glue. Get back here. And right in the middle of our bow, we put our spider. peel off all the extra hot glue because it never looks good having little glue bits everywhere. And there we go. Now I'm just going to secure him on here a little more with a dab of glue on his butt. Put that on the glass. And there you have it. Perfect little Victorian, Gothic, creepy body balm. Ta-da! And it's so good on your skin. Yay! We love. I hope you enjoyed this DIY. Don't forget to subscribe and please follow me on any of my social media channels. And if you'd like to support my channel, my Patreon is a great way to do that. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much, Misfits. Bye for now.